Hey there, it's Jess. So today I'm going to talk to you about writing a book and self-publishing it and putting it out there on Amazon all for free. And it's really easy to do. I have wrote several books already and they are on Amazon and anybody can go buy them. Now, I'm not advertising them because I'm not a wonderful writer. I think I do okay. But I'm a horrible editor, and since I'm self-publishing these books, I'm writing them myself and I'm editing with my friend and myself, and so there are some issues with the books, but they're kid books for children that are just kind of starting to read chapter books, so they're not really difficult to write and edit. But I've learned a lot too over the course of the 3 years or so that I've been writing these books. So why did I start doing this? My daughter started reading chapter books at a pretty young age, and the books that she brought home were, no offense to anybody who likes Junie B. Jones books, but that little girl was mean and disrespectful to her parents and was sneaking out. And she wasn't cussing, but I just didn't like the books. So I wanted my daughter to be interested in reading, and so I created a series for my daughter about my daughter, and it had a magical bookmark, so whenever my daughter in the story put the bookmark into the book, closed the book, she would be transported to whatever it said on the pages. This was my first book. Summer's First Adventure, The Magical Bookmark. And I even had little pictures in it, and that is my daughter. And I put little cute pictures in there, and it was really cute. Now, it was short, and I kind of modeled it after about how long a Junie B. Jones book would be. And she was able to read it, and I think she enjoyed it because it was about her, and it was kind of fun. I ended up making 7 books in the series. Look how cute she is there. We had to go to the snow for a picture. And after I finished them all, I combined them all and made one book. So this is all 7 books combined into one. It's a big book. I will say that on my to-do list is I need to go back and edit these books because I've grown a lot in my writing skills, and these books had a lot of like, let's go to the park, she said. Okay, he said. When can we go, she said. So I've learned a lot. But it was a fun experience. I put them out pretty fast. She read them all. She enjoyed it. So there were my first books, and I'll tell you how I did that. I also wrote a few more, probably like actually 10 more books. There's one called Muffin the Morkie about a girl who wants a puppy and her mom gets her one, and the puppy's crazy. Not crazy, crazy like normal puppies when you haven't had a puppy. I wrote one about Cats Rule. This is kind of one of my favorite books because I have a cat and his name is Charming, just like the cat on the book. And it's all from Charming's perspective. So it's kind of a cute little book. I also tried to write books for adults. I mean, like normal reading books. I never published this one. It was long though. So I was just impressed that I could actually write like a long book. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I need to stick to kid books because it's a little bit too much. Like I said, I don't have an editor, so. I also did a photography book too, like a macro book, just for fun. I have some pictures I did in color, so this book's a little more expensive. So how do you start? Let me show you my computer screen. Okay, on the computer, the first thing you need to do is go to CreateSpace. Of course it's not, why is my computer so tall? CreateSpace.com. And there is a area that'll let you pretty much do everything you need to do. So once you log in, you're able to create all the books you want. Here's a whole bunch of different books, and I think there's even different pages here. But this is the book that I'm currently working on, Space Defenders. Once you go in there, okay, something's messed up. The web page shouldn't be quite so, oh, there, that's better. Okay, so you put your title information in there, you put it picks an ISBN for you, it's all free. The interior, what's nice is this website has a area that you can download formats, so you don't even have to try to figure it all out in Word. You download it and then you just put all your text into it. Cover, it walks you through doing the cover. It has a couple different options. This is just a generic cover that I chose so I can just have the book in print because it's easier for me to kind of then go through and review it. And then you complete the setup, and then it takes about 24 to 48 hours for them to approve the book. Once it's approved, my book was reviewed and approved. I now have to approve my proof, which I'm not ready to do yet. I'm sure I'm going to have some things to edit on it. How you distribute your book. Okay, go. Doesn't want to go there. It's mad at me. Oh, it's going. It's just slow. Sorry, a little impatient here. Okay, so channels first. You can pick where you want to have your book. You set all your prices. It gives you a minimum because it obviously is going to cost them to print the book. So for how many pages and the size and everything. And then so you set your price and then, oh, you get some money. So for every book I'll sell, I'll actually make almost a quarter. And usually I even set it less because again, I'm not trying to actually sell these books and make money. I'm mostly doing it for my kid, but if somebody wants to read it, it's good. You put your cover information, a description of the book goes in here, about what reading level is it. Oh, I've got to change that. It's obviously not 7th grade. Author, biography, English, keywords, all that good stuff. And then when you're all done, you can publish it on the Kindle. So if you go back to Amazon, you will see that several of my books are actually available on the Kindle to buy, and I do it all through there, like this one, Morky the Muffin. So you can grab it on the Kindle. I don't know if it'll do, or you can buy it for 99 cents, or you can buy it for about $5.50 in paperback. So it's all free. Everything through the CreateSpace website is free if you just use their services, and you don't have to publish your books to Amazon. You can actually have people go order your books directly through CreateSpace. So I can just go in here and order, like this one, I can order copies of Carissa, the Neighbor from Another World. And see, it's only $2.15. Let's say I want to buy 5 of those. I will tell you though, they get you on the shipping. So that's $10, which is not bad for $5. So if you think you're going to get a whole bunch, so I'm going to pay about $5, $6 to get it shipped. So just keep in mind, I found that the prices through CreateSpace is about the same if you have like Prime through Amazon, because you don't have to pay shipping. Of course you pay a little more, but either way. So right now, I've kind of stopped for a while. Well, sort of. This is my current book that I'm working on, and this is not going to be the cover, but I needed to get something so I could just get it in print so I could look at it and kind of edit it. This is about a girl who has to recruit a team to help her in space save other planets. And her name is Zeshia. So this is what I'm currently working on right now, and I've got to go through it. I've got to get some of my daughter's friends to read it and help me edit it. It's the best way, I think, is for somebody else to kind of read it and see if it makes sense, see if they have any questions. I was also playing around with the different layouts on the inside. So I think this book might come out in a few weeks. Yeah, right. It's probably going to be, I I don't know, maybe a month or two. I'll see. I've got to get an idea for the cover. And because this book, I'd love to draw pictures, but I'm not that great of an artist. But I'd like to. That would be fun. So anyways, CreateSpace. Everything that I've made all these books in CreateSpace. All of this is free. I've not had to pay. Well, I mean, when I ordered them, I had to pay to get it printed. But it's very inexpensive to get them shipped to you. I had 2 of these sent to me, and I think I paid $2 for the printed book, but then you have to pay shipping. So I think I paid $8 for 2 books to go through and review. And then on Amazon, you set your price, but they have to tell you a minimum because obviously it's going to cost a little bit to print the book. And then if you do it on the Kindle, you can even set it for lower or do the lending library thing. So like I said, I'm not really advertising these books very much, especially the first books, because I need to go back through and really do some major editing on those. The newer books though, they aren't so bad. They're decent. Your kids would probably be able to read them if they're between like 8 and 12. You know, it's about that age range. But I thought, you know, what a great thing to leave to my kids. And my older daughter has read all of them. Eventually my younger 6-year-old daughter will be able to read them, and then maybe they can pass it on to their kids. So if this is something that you've thought about doing, if you've got an idea, if you already have a book written, check out createspace.com, all free. And if you have any questions, feel free to just message me below and I'll see if I can help you out. And if you know an artist, or you are an artist, or you're an editor, or you like to read and edit books, just let me know. I would happily let you do these things. I'm sure it would make the books much better, especially like, you know, covers of books, because your name goes on there and it goes on Amazon. How awesome is that? You know, for free. You don't have to do anything. You say, hey, I illustrated a book. Even if it's a book that isn't really being advertised and nobody will ever read. So what? You can still say you did it, right? Yeah, how fun is that? So, thanks for watching. Have a good day.